Okay, let's do this. I think this is I'd say this is a video that I have been wanting to make. But at the same time, it's one that I haven't really wanted to make. I've been kind of holding it off for a while. The last time I made a video like this, I guess I kind of got like judged here on the YouTubes and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I want to talk about the man himself, the elitist. Now, now I don't know if this is what this video is gonna turn into. So if you're here, the elitist, welcome back. I know this is the third installment and possibly the final installment. I originally made the wrestling community needs to change video that he personally thought was directed straight towards him because I referred to something that he was doing. And so I ended up making a I'm sorry video, but it wasn't really an I'm sorry video. It was more of just me just going in on things that I dislike about him. But in this video, I don't know what it's going to be. Personally, I just want to get this out of the way. The elitist, I don't know your real name. You're kind of like secretive, I guess, in a way. At the same time, I don't really pay attention to you, so I don't know much about you as a person. But from what I see on like YouTube, for example, and Twitter from you, I have to say I do not like you. I just don't. I don't enjoy what you do, and it's quite annoying. And I originally wanted to do this type of video in like a different, kind of more funny way, but you know, I just don't have the time or the the patience to do a video like that. So I'm just gonna fire it out like this. Now I would show pictures, but of course I don't want to like call out specific people that have done stuff for me to make this video. But the elitist as a person, he's not the greatest. So let's just start off with that. Starting with his videos. You can tell that he hasn't been actually enjoying the content that he's been making, and I completely understand his reason on why he seems that way. He is uploading like 4 to 5 videos a week sometimes. They're normally pretty short, so like just one take videos where he doesn't have to really edit. Um, yeah, there are a lot of really short videos for the most part, like under 10 minutes, just one takes. Some of them are planned. I have to say he has since my last video. My main thing in my last one was saying that he's not creative. You know, he doesn't do anything different. And one side he's still doing that, and then the other side he's starting to be a little more creative. So like he'll do his little skits, which I wouldn't say they're funny. They are what they are. Then he just does like these little like backstories on specific things. Just all this types of stuff. He just talks about wrestling. He just talks about it, and normally over like pictures or some Rocket League gameplay. if you're gonna, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you're gonna talk about wrestling, just play a wrestling game for the background, like video. Don't play Rocket League. Like, what's wrong with you, man? I know you have a wrestling game. Like, you can't not. Uh, but yeah, so content wise, I personally I am not a fan of it. There's you're growing extremely fast. I reached 1,000 subscribers before you did, back in August, and I think you reached it in September, I believe, of 2020, and now you're at like 3.3K almost, which is, I have to say, impressive. But that's the grind. You're doing pretty decent with your grind, and that's, you're very consistent. So I can give you props for that. But man, your video quality, man, it's just horrendous. Like, you have these, because I know you do not make your thumbnails. Some of them you can tell, like, maybe you'll make them, but other ones I can tell you did not make them. And I believe that the people who maybe make your stuff for your videos is maybe Bonafide Heat. He's your elite Heat boy, where you have your own podcast. And then I believe that Superkick Studios, he, does your thumbnails and stuff. I can just tell by the look of them. That's kind of like a turn off for me. Like, you have not even 5,000 subs, and I don't know if you're paying people, or if you're just, giving them shout outs in ways, or just supporting them, or whatever you do, in order to get your thumbnails. I don't even know if you edit your own videos. If you do, you must have a lot of storage space for all those pictures on your computer. But if you must be making money off of YouTube, because you got good views in all your videos, and you're above like the minimum for this stuff. So just buy a microphone, please. Your mic is bad. It's like you're talking through like an iPod mic, and it's just not the greatest. But yeah, that's for the most part, that's how I feel about your YouTube channel as a whole. Personally, I think, like, see, this is why I don't know, like, what I think this video is gonna be about, because I'm gonna like be hating on the guy, and then at the same time I'm gonna be like, hey, good job in this part. But yeah, like, good job with the consistency, all that stuff. Your Elite Heat channel. You have your partner in crime on there, Bonafide Heat. I saw him on Twitter. He was at WrestleMania. The guy left his sticker on his shirt. He never responded to my tweet to him, commenting about the shirt sticker, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think this Elite Heat channel is kind of what your channel should be. This is it's a podcast, If you guys had like a better format for it, because right now it's not the greatest looking product if you're gonna do it on YouTube. Because you could do like face cams, instead of just your Discord pictures, or like no mics, or no pictures at all. It's literally just your screen. It's very boring. It's very, very, very boring. And like, you guys talk, but you just need something visually on the screen, like, for a podcast that you're uploading to YouTube. If you want to just do that format and just put it on Spotify, like I know you guys are on Spotify, just don't worry about it. But I think that's the best format for you. Like you're good at talking. You know your stuff for the most part. So I suggest doing podcasts mainly. You can do solo podcasts on your own channel. I think you should do that. And then you can have guests on the show. For example, you could have viewers. I've been thinking about doing that personally for my channel. I've been wanting to do like a live stream Q&A type thing where people will like ask wrestling questions and I'll answer them with my honest opinions. Then maybe sometimes I'll have topics and I'll pull people in from either the chat or like people who enjoy wrestling also, and just talk to them live on the live stream. And I think that would be really cool. I don't think you would ever invite me to anything like this because I mentioned ages ago, back in like I think it was like June of 2020, when you commented on my video that like we should do something together on here. But of course you shot it down instantly, saying you weren't ready for it while you're collabing with other people. But that's what that is. I understand where you're coming from there, buddy. But yeah, that's my opinion, personal opinion on your channel. You should do more podcasts. You can do them solo or with viewers or wrestling fans of any sort. You can. I think you should edit your own videos if you're not doing that already. Because you need to learn the hustle of YouTube other than just recording a quick 10 minutes and then sending it off, if that's what you're doing. And your thumbnails, I think you should make them all. You shouldn't get other people to come make your thumbnails and stuff for you. Like me, I'm genuinely looking for someone that would be willing to edit my videos and make thumbnails and stuff, because I don't have the time. I work a full-time job. I'm almost 23 years old. I have responsibilities. I have relationships. Like I have all this stuff I have to do, but I still want to do YouTube, and that's why I haven't been on that grind like crazy. But like if I could like PayPal someone or Cash App someone like $20 a video or something, like that would be amazing if I could do that. But it is what it is. My situation is different than yours, but I think you should do that stuff on your own so you know the hustle and the grind. And because you were doing it at first, like you could definitely tell when your channel started, you were doing it yourself. But later on, quality definitely got better for your thumbnails and everything. I wouldn't say video quality wise, it didn't get too much better, but thumbnail wise and titling, like that's definitely better. Now this is I think the part where like I was debating on if I even wanted to mention it. I was gonna do like a whole thing on this, but just the way I'm gonna do it instead is kind of I'm just gonna kind of like read it off, I guess. Now I have been in contact with someone. I was gonna make this video back in October of 2020. Like, this is how far back I've been thinking about this video, and I was gonna plan it all out and everything. But I found out from someone that had like dirt, I'd say, on the elitist, and I have screenshots of the conversation that I don't want to I don't want to put it on the screen because I don't want to, for one, bring attention to the guy who sent me this stuff. I don't want to bring attention to the victim and the name of the victim in this whole thing. And yeah. But anyway, uh supposedly the elitist was being very mean to people with autism. He was just making fun of autistic people on, I guess, a burner account on Twitter. I don't know if this burner account actually exists. It does. It definitely exists. Because this burner account hasn't been very active. Like, it's a thing, but it hasn't like done anything in a long time. But yeah, he's been making fun of this autistic people. He was talking crap about these two people, and now is really good friends with them. And that's one of the people, man. Like, so I'm just gonna mention him because the elitist. I'm probably never gonna have a conversation with this guy. It is what it is. So this guy, when he was messaging me, because he said that he had dirt on the elitist, but he didn't want to say anything personally because he didn't want to deal with all that garbage. So I was like, I don't care if I have dirt or issues. All I see is if anything happens, like what can happen. I guess my channel gets shut down. If it happens, it happens. It's whatever. I can always start up another one. Or if he gets mad at me, like, it is what it is. But yeah, so he said he had some dirt on him, saying made fun of autistic people on this burner account that he had, and then he gave me the account name. I don't want to say it because I don't want people to go and like investigate themselves on that burner account. But then I was told that he talked a lot of crap about two people. We got CR21, which I don't think I know. I've heard the name before plenty of times. And then we got Bonafide Heat. So the man that he does a podcast with, I guess he talked a lot of crap about them behind their backs, and now is, in this man's words, kissing their asses. And that's what he's doing now. And I did not expect any of that. And let's see. But yeah, these guys. I guess they used to be friends, but clearly they had like a falling out, and it's just wild. Let me just let me just read this message real quick. I said I didn't expect that, and he said, yeah, I showed my DMs on my live about him and how he made fun of some guy named there's two guys here, out of nowhere, to me, expecting me to laugh, but then he will go out there on their pages and say, good video, pal, which he does, the elitist does this a lot. He does do a lot of, messaging people. That's how I found out about him. He messaged or commented on my video saying, "Great video, man," and that's what caused me to message him back. And then I subscribed to be a nice guy, and I don't even know if he's still subbed to me or what, but it is what it is. Then he said, I would say he makes friends with small channels and tells them what they need, which that's basically what I've said in the past about the elitist. And it tells them what they need to do for help so they can sub to him. So again, that's kind of like just a way to get a free subscriber is give them advice, they come over, subscribe to you, yada yada. But again, this guy kind of admitted that we all do it every now and again, which I used to do it a lot. I don't really comment on channels much anymore. Mainly because I'm like in my own bubble. I don't really expand out. I would like to, but that's just who I am. He's basically just saying that he's just honestly fake. And I guess at the time, I guess the elitist was 17, which is understandable. And I eventually ended up getting screenshots from conversation. So it's a picture of this kid, clearly, that the elitist sent to this guy, and he's making fun. He's making fun of his because he's a little husky. Okay, he's I wouldn't say he's a fat kid. I guess he's normal in my eyes. Like, I guess I was that size when maybe I was that age. I've always been like a decent sized kid, but he's clearly making fun of this kid here. And then there's another screenshot of this other kid, and it's just like the kid's face, and he's just making fun of him, and making fun of like his eyes, and it's messed up. Like, it's every once in a while it's funny to be like, hey, look at that guy, haha. But if you're just gonna continue to be like a bully behind the scenes and then perform on your YouTube channel and act like you're this amazing guy and you want to help everyone and do all that stuff, like, if you want to be on YouTube, you have to grow up. You can't be like the Jake Pauls and just do all this stuff and expect it not to fire back at you. Like, that's why I've kept my circle tight. I've been on the same, like, on YouTube with the same people for a long time, and I don't expand my my group other than like if they're like friends of a friend, that type of thing. But if they're like other creators and stuff like that I met online, I'm not gonna do that because stuff like this can happen, and this is kind of like a warning, the elitist. I'm not trying to call you out and like ruin your YouTube career, because I'm not. I am genuinely not. I'm definitely disappointed, and I would expect better. It's like I'm your dad or something. Because you're a young kid. You're 17, maybe 18 now. I don't know when your birthday is. You're young, and you're slowly growing on YouTube, and stuff like this will get out eventually. You could make it to 1 million subscribers tomorrow. This could leak, these pictures and everything of you making fun of these two kids, and your career is over. You're done. Any sponsors you had, anything that you had in your life is gone because the people don't appreciate bullies. Like I personally, I don't like bullies. I love having a good time. You know, if I'm joking with my friends back and forth. But if it's a kid I don't even know, I'm probably not gonna do something like that. Like maybe I'll be like, hey, as like a quick joke, but as like a running gag, because it's not like it's the first time that you've done it, and like they probably don't like that you're doing that. And like if I talk to them right now about it, they would probably be maybe a little upset knowing that you're sending screenshots of their faces and their bodies to another person and making fun of them. Like it's like just don't do that, man. Like it's really bad. But I originally, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this video and kind of like I kind of want to interview this guy about everything, but he just didn't want to get involved. He just wanted to move on and didn't want to deal with him in his life anymore. Talking about the elitist being in his life anymore, because he dealt with him in the past, and just with his following that he has, it just brings a lot of dislikes, and some people just it brings them down. If you want to dislike my video, if you're an elitist fan right now, or if you already have, good. Like, I want you to click that dislike button. You know why? Because you're watching my video. You're watching my video talking about this man. Or this guy. I wouldn't say he's a man yet. But yeah, I don't care. I just see it as another view. Go for it. You're slowly growing my channel, and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. But yeah, oh man. And I also found out that you do like you're like charging people for content on your channel, I believe. Let me check here. Do you have like some program or something? I think I saw something about it, but I'm not exactly sure. But if that's true, like you're trying to like scam people at that point, I think. I don't think you do it anymore. Yeah, I think you're good. Cuz yeah, if you were doing that, man, your content's not that good for it to be posted for some type of payment. Yeah, it's nothing special. But I kind of just want to now end this video by saying the elitist, the man himself, I don't know how I feel about you. From your channel, I don't really like you. From the things you say on Twitter that just trigger me, because I get triggered very easily. I I don't know how I feel about you, man. Like there's something that I commented on your Twitter, because I knew, for one, I saw your post. It was the who do you want me to cover in the transformation of, for episode 5, and it had Twisted Bliss, The Boss, Rated R, or Let Me In with Bray Wyatt. And I didn't want you to do any of them. Personally, that's why I commented saying none of them, and you said I'll take that on board, Chief, which you clearly didn't listen. But I didn't want to, I didn't want to see it. Because I I see the thumbnails and they're good thumbnails. I like the look of them. But then I think of your content and I'm just like, it's gonna be so dead. Like, how? I don't know, man. Um, I still like. I would like to have like a relationship with you. Like no homo pause. But like a YouTube relationship with you. I would like to, make content with you. Like we're similar. We enjoy wrestling. We do have different views on wrestling itself, but I'm not one of the kind of like yes men, uh, the people that you've made content with, like not trying to hate on bona fide heat, um, but like you guys are very very similar, and like your podcast together, you need someone who's just gonna like be different, and if you want to have a random guest that you probably just extremely dislike right now, I'd be down to just talk about anything wrestling, past, present, future. Um, like it, I'd like to have someone in the wrestling community to make videos with and just make awesome content with and just talk about just old matches and everything. Like if you want to, the elitist, if you want to bury the hatchet in a way. I know this video is kind of like I'm crapping on you a majority of it, but if you want to manage to somehow bury the hatchet and just move on with life, I would like to do a video with you. This is my invitation to making a video with you, me and you by ourselves, having conversations, setting things straight. You can maybe tell me things you dislike about me. We can, get into that, and just at the end of the session that we speak, we can just be like, okay, we're good. We got it off our chest. Like we know each other's opinions on each other. Like I know you don't need it. I don't need it, but it would be nice. We're in the community, the wrestling community, and just the YouTube wrestling community. Our community is very small. Mine's a little different. Like who? Like I'm strictly gaming for the most part, wrestling games, stuff like that, and you're strictly like the TV side of it. The TV side of wrestling. And you're a tough critic. You're extremely a tough critic um about all that stuff. And I'm strictly not, but it would make for some entertaining content about what our thoughts are on all this stuff. So, the elitist. Again, I don't know what this video is. I can't say I don't know if I said that I disliked you in this video or not, because I've been talking for so long. But I can't say that my official response to this. I can't say that I dislike you, but I can't say that I like you. But I'd like for you to manage to change that. You probably won't, but it is what it is, boys. If anyone's here for just the enjoyment of listening to me speak, Make sure to subscribe for new content, new wrestling game coming out soon. Probably this summer, maybe the end of the summer. And I'm very excited. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.